Can Gio is standing at a historic turning point, transitioning from the $9 billion sea reclamation megaproject who turned this place into an economic in Southeast Asia's new logistics, reshaping the trade flows of the entire region. Vietnam is not simply building a tourist city but is heading into a new leading position on the regional economic map. In the context of increasingly fierce economic competition in South, especially the rise of neighboring seaports, Vietnam has made an ambitious move with the Can Gio coastal tourism urban area, also known as Vinhome Green Paradise, with a total investment capital exceeding and a scale of nearly 2,870 hectares of land. This project is not just an urban development, but also a strategic declaration on independent and sustainable marine ecology. The ultimate goal is to transform Can Gio, a sparsely populated and isolated for decades due to the complex riverine terrain and outdated transportation, into an international-level economic, tourism, and logistics center. Land reclamation creates additional land funds at the same time, expanding the coastal administrative entities to solve the problem of lacking land funds for coastal urban development in the Ho Chi Minh City. Particularly, Can Gio is located directly adjacent to the East Sea and facing the Gulf, has long been considered a potential gateway to connect the key economic region of the South with international maritime routes. By building a super-urban area combined with the sea, Vietnam is seeking to proactively shape a regional logistics value chain, minimize dependence on foreign seaports, and enhancing the role of coordinating domestic and international trade. The key factor determining the success and the ability to change the situation of Can Gio, it is a breakthrough connectivity infrastructure system. The development strategy of Can Gio is built on the principles of speed
to end decades of traffic isolation.
First is the metro line with speeds of up to 350 km per hour from Phu My Hong to Can Gio, with a total investment of approximately $4 billion United States dollars. A revolutionary, this metro line not only reduces travel time from hours to just 12 minutes, and also a direct connecting artery, turning Can Gio into an extension of the city's economic center, Ho Chi Minh City, creating a high-speed mobility corridor to attract capital and human, high-quality and tourists from urban centers to coastal areas. Next, the research on the 15-kilometer sea crossing route connecting Can Gio and Long Tao. With an estimated travel time of 10 minutes, it will create an unprecedented multi-dimensional connect. From here, it will not only serve tourism but also open up new coastal industries and logistics, connecting two important port and maritime service centers, thereby optimizing the transportation network in the southern region. Finally, we cannot fail to mention the Can Gio Bridge project with a total capital of over scheduled to commence construction in 2026. It will play a role in resolving a prolonged road. When this entire vital transportation network is completed, Can Gio will become a direct from the largest economic center in the country to the East Sea and the Gulf, provide a strategic advantage for the transportation of goods in the South. The Vinhome Green Paradise project is positioned according to the ESG, environmental, social, governance, an advanced model that emphasizes the harmony between development and conservation. This is the core difference in the factor attracting international investment in the context of a global shift towards a green economy. Adjacent to the Can Gio Mangrove Biosphere Reserve, which has been recognized by UNESCO, the project commits to preserving marine ecology and not harming the mangrove forest ecosystem. Although it is a large coastal project, it must still comply with strict environmental impact assessment. The ESG model requires development to be accompanied by ecological mitigation and compensation, such as implementing alternative afforestation programs and protecting marine biodiversity. The future Can Gio urban area is planned to operate on renewable energy, using solar and wind power to supply electricity, reducing carbon emissions in line with global commitments on climate change. The application of technology in traffic management, environment, and smart urban operation will help optimize resource use efficiency and enhance residents' quality of life. This model is not just urban development, but also a living laboratory for sustainable marine development in Southeast. In addition, the project commits to creating tens of thousands of green jobs, including fields related to renewable energy, ecotourism, and environmental management technology. The social factor in ESG emphasizes improving quality of life, vocational training, and cooperation with local communities to ensure inclusive development. Currently, Cambodia is accelerating the development of Sihanouk Port with support from external resources, turning it into an important maritime gateway. However, Vietnam with the Can Gio project is demonstrating superior initiative to create a strategic.
The Can Gio International Transshipment Port, if implemented,
will transform the coastal area of Ho Chi Minh City into a new commercial capable of accommodating large tonnage ships, directly competing with major regional ports such as Singapore and Port Klang, Malaysia. The emergence of this port will create major changes in the logistics value chain and trade gateway of the Gulf of Tonkin, strengthening internal capacity and political stability. While Sihanouk must rely on large foreign capital, Vietnam has demonstrated endogenous capacity sufficient to invest in and operate an independent, sustainable. Moreover, Vietnam stands out with its stable political environment, synchronized, and clear legal system attracting more sustainable international investment flows. The advantage for the Mekong Delta is also a plus. Can Gio has the potential to become a crucial connection point for the Mekong Delta's logistics system. With the International Maritime Network, transporting goods from the southwest region directly through Can Gio will reduce dependence on circuitous routes or neighboring infrastructure, ensuring economic efficiency and maritime security in this key economic sector. This helps Vietnam optimize its economic and geographical potential. The land reclamation project in Can Gio is not only but also a geopolitical strategy to expand living space and Vietnam's maritime economic. The project helps enhance civilian presence and security. The construction of urban areas, seaports, and will form a sustainable residential network and management base, transforming the sparsely populated area into the presence of a dense population, commercial port, and logistics requires regular operations by functional force, thereby enhancing civilian presence and security in the maritime border area. This demonstrates the close connection between economic development and protecting national interests. The regional cooperation structure situation is equally important. When the project is completed, the trade and transport balance of the Gulf will create clear advantages for Vietnam. This will encourage Cambodia and Thailand to adjust their strategies to adapt, and Vietnam can naturally play the role of a coordination center in the southern coastal region of the Indochina. This will bring advantages in economic negotiations and regional cooperation, helping Vietnam assert its leadership role in ASEAN. Can Gio becomes an effective diplomatic support tool, helping Vietnam shape a new cooperation structure based on inherent maritime economy. The real estate prospects in Can Gio have clearly reflected market acceptance. According to recent surveys, land prices in this area have doubled compared to the same period in 2024 and increased 5 to 7 times compared to 2017. Due to expectations riding on infrastructure and super-urban, the high valuation of frontage land plots near the project, with transaction prices reaching up to $69 million, demonstrates investor confidence in the area's outstanding development potential. However, experts warn that investment here is short-term in nature. Quick profits will depend on the progress of key infrastructure implementation, particularly the Metro Line and Can Gio Bridge. The development of Can Gio is a process that requires, and the completion of transportation infrastructure is the decisive factor for real estate liquidity and act. In summary, the Can Gio project is a comprehensive strategy to promote sustainable development and enhance regional connectivity. From an isolated oasis, Can Gio is heading straight towards the goal of becoming Ho Chi Minh City's a convergence point for the pinnacle of tourism, seaports, urban areas, and international.
Like the journey? Subscribe and join the next expedition.